we're waiting to see. We've seen a few glimpses from the Asia region for sure in the 1v1s and co-ops, but it's for players like Verysutton and Mayageka, for example, to really start to bring that into the fore in the World Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, it's the same in any esport. The more that we see these guys play against each other at the higher level, the more the level overall does raise. So let's see, can Verysutton cause an upset here against Usmakabyle? Is it going to be possible? Let's find out. We are about to get into this game. We are into this game, and Verysutton with the initial possession here, trying to get the ball under his feet. I think it's just one of these things, get some possession. Your first game of the day, you want to try and get yourself warmed up.
Yep, 5 minutes gone here, and it is Verysutton who has his first chance to foray forwards.
Maitland-Niles trying to get things done down this right-hand side. Will get tackled, of course, but nothing too crazy to talk about at the start. And as I said, you know, Verysutton was the guy that we talked about in terms of, you know, playing defensive, etc. But he's the one that wanted to go forward there, not, you know, playing it around the back or anything like that. Not taking his time. He wants to get forward. He wants to cause some problems to Usmakabyle, but he is going to give the ball away, retain it once again, though. And we'll get it back with Awarby down this left-hand side, making a run. Let's see if he can get anything going towards Aubameyang. He's always the target. The height and the pace is very, very strong with these balls over the top, but nothing coming of it that time, Adam.
Yeah, we talked a few stats beforehand, of course, just to back what we were saying up as Usmakabyle with a 94%, as it's just volleyed wide, 94% win ratio for Usmakabyle in qualification, just the 84 for Verysutton, so certainly those back up what we were saying as well.
Ball whipped into the front post, and it's an overhead kick and seemingly going the wrong way. Aubameyang seemingly made it there, but it does go back out. It's driven in and will be cleared away by Verysutton. We know the defensive side of things, the strongest for him. Aubameyang will put this out to Awarby, a potential counter-attacking opportunity here, although it does seem to have slowed down, but happy to keep a hold of the ball here.
Yeah, certainly. It's really, we were talking how he needs to negotiate the opening 30 minutes or so, and that's certainly what he's done so far in half that time, and he's actually had a couple of chances to get forward like here.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity here, but maybe the touch from Aubameyang is not exactly what he wanted to see, and potential for Usmakabyle to counter-attack here. Aubameyang down this right-hand side, all alone momentarily, one arriving in the box, looking to play it across. Ball still in play, though. To put a cross into the hands of Czech, and that one will be cleared away. Usmakabyle with his first real solid attack, nearly sticks it in.
Yeah, probably should have done better. A man of his calibre, just growing into the game a little bit more. We touched on how Verysutton's main game plan was, you know, using that. He's been very solid in qualification, and he's been fairly solid so far, but another chance for the Frenchman.
It's not going to be Maitland-Niles trying to play it forward towards Aubameyang. Not happening this time round. Out to John Jules now. Trying to get things going. Kalosnic right in there. Good defending once again by Verysutton, though. You know, apart from that one opportunity we just seen, he really has nullified most of Usmakabyle's attacks. There hasn't been anything noteworthy apart from that one chance, and I think he'd be relatively happy.
Just a comparison from yesterday, just a slight almost mirror image of what we saw in the game, encouragingly for Verysutton, the broken silence game with beginners. It was a very similar affair there, and certainly Verysutton would have watched yesterday, and he's definitely gone in with a similar game plan. And remember, beginners beat broken silence 1-0, so
yeah, broken silence with a really big surprise for the wrong reason yesterday, weren't they? Very much our favourites going into this, and didn't even make it out of the group. So let's see though, Usmakabyle very much one of the favourites here today. Can the upset be on the cards? Right now he is on the attack, though. It is going to be Maitland-Niles. He looks for the cross. Kalosnic, good defending by Verysutton once again, and he will get this one away. The thing is, for all his possession, when he does attack, he hasn't really looked that threatening. I say that, it does seem as if there's an opportunity on the cards here. Maitland-Niles will get it away down this right-hand side. Does have the pace to get past the defender. Medley, not quite there. Does eventually track back, and that will be a corner ball.
30 minutes gone, and still really nothing in way of goal-mouth action, apart from that one Usmakabyle chance.
Looked in the front post. Czech is there. The man who will keep him coming in this time for Usmakabyle. To be looked in once again by Verysutton, and I said he hasn't had any glaring opportunities. He seems to get the ball back and defend well, but when pushing forward, doesn't seem to have a lot of ideas. But
set pieces might be the best option for him today.
It might be. He goes for the same one there again, though. And check his aware of what's going on as Usmakabyle does bring him out, still up in possession, and that's the main thing for him. As long as Usmakabyle does not have the ball, Verysutton is very happy to continue where he is.
Yeah, if you're Usmakabyle, you're still confident, but certainly if the man from Hong Kong could grab a goal, it could throw the cat amongst the pigeons, because he's looked very solid going the other way.
Very good stuff there. It was a great ball in originally by Hector Bellerin, but Usmakabyle can get a counter-attack going here. Aubameyang should just about get it. It's a good ball inside towards Iwobi. Does have John Jules in front of him as well. Back to Maitland-Niles, into John Jules. Can't quite square it across to Iwobi. Potential counter-attacking opportunity, not going to happen. It is going to be Usmakabyle with the ball. Got men over in the middle as well. Looking for the ball in. Iwobi, he can't quite find another towards Aubameyang. Counter-attacking opportunity once again. It just seems to be the same thing over and over again, but he's not doing much with it here, Verysutton. He's finding himself getting a hold of the ball, defending well, but
I think he's playing with a bit of a handbrake, to be honest, Chris.
Yeah.
I think he's quite happy to just be there or thereabouts, because this is a perfect start for him to get a point against the back-to-back world champion from 15-16.
I'm used to defensive player, let's be honest. What I watch week in and week out. Not that I'm going to watch much of that next season. Torreira now to take the throw in. It's going to be another opportunity for Verysutton. As said, seemingly playing in second or third gear here, you feel, not necessarily pushing forward and getting himself any good opportunities. That might be one if Aubameyang could get past Mavropanos. It's not going to happen this time round. Usmakabyle keeps it in as well, and we'll be able to play this one back and take his time.
Quick update from the other game in this group between LuKerZeven and Allisson Black. It appears that's 0-0 as well, so we are goalless and 1 point apiece so far.
Another opportunity snuffed out there. There's quite a few players forward there for Verysutton, and he could be in danger here. It is Aubameyang inside the box. Medley will get back though and muscle his way in. And that will be the end of the first half. A cagey affair here, Adam. Yeah, stalemate so far at the end of the first half. Something to, in terms of casting, it's left a little bit to be desired. But if you're Verysutton, you're very happy right now. Right. See what I did there? Yeah, definitely. The commentary is just us. Oh God. Anyway, back into this one. It is going to be Verysutton in the Arsenal home kit from right to left this time round, and Usmakabyle from left to right in the away kit. Arsenal, of course, most players using Arsenal today. As said, we haven't forced them to do that with being in the Emirates Stadium. It's just their choice, and that's due to the stat balances coming in, and Arsenal seemingly one of the bigger teams, and that's the reason people do tend to choose them. The physicality is not something that Konami choose to change. We don't make all the players the same height. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be very, very interesting indeed. We haven't seen quite the free-flowing football that we've come to expect here, that the Emirates is famed for, but nevertheless, again, you know, it's more than acceptable for Verysutton, and of course we're talking as if this is an amazing result for him. Equally for Usmakabyle, it's not the worst start if they were to get a point here.
No, it doesn't put him in the best position. You would just hope that if it does continue to be a draw here and you does come away with only 1 point, that Verysutton does the same against everybody else.
Yeah, and also we touched on the other two players in the other game that's also 0-0 currently. A point apiece so far would be, you know, Usmakabyle would be happy with that blank slate. You go for the next two games, don't you?
Well, let's see. Verysutton defending very well, as said. This one's Usmakabyle maybe just downloading his opponent here, maybe looking at him and saying, right, what are you doing? How are you defending? Can I find a way through? You might have just found that there. Aubameyang across, and Kolasinac will just about get there. Feels a shot maybe is what you would have liked to have seen in that scenario, but Usmakabyle with another good chance here, and he does seem to be building in confidence.
Yeah, he's certainly building as we go to a few formation and personnel changes, possibly. Just to update you again on the other game, I mentioned how that was 0-0 and it was a point apiece so far in the opening games. Well, there has been a goal, Chris, and it's come in the form of Allisson Black from Brazil. So, of course, the man who beat GuiFera in the final 3-2 to get here has taken the lead and will top the group if results and scores remain the same.
Well, can Usmakabyle match that? Doesn't seem so this time around. Mavropanos is going to get this away. Kind of see a deflection towards Bellerin. Maitland-Niles to Socrates. If we can find this ball to Welbeck. Counter opportunity maybe was on, but here we go into Aubameyang. Fire a slide by Nketiah down this right-hand side. Back into Mkhitaryan, back to Nketiah. This is better from Usmakabyle. The ball should probably come across. Good defending. Or is he actually going to be able to get a hold of it? A whisper away from the left-hand side post. And that's as close as we've seen so far, Adam.
An absolutely huge chance again comes and goes for Usmakabyle, and a man of his talent really should be taking that opportunity. A real let-off for Verysutton.
And that just seemed to be a bit of a mix-up at the back, if anything. Just really couldn't get it out of the player's feet, and couldn't get it away. Survives this time round. Biggest opportunity of the game so far comes in the 63rd minute. Now an opportunity maybe for Verysutton to get some things going. Maybe try and force a corner, to try and force a goal, if anything, because right now it doesn't seem as if his attacking is seemingly very free-flowing or anything. It's been difficult for him to get anything going.
Yeah, it's difficult in a stagnant game like this as well. When you do get that one chance that we've just seen, for example, you're almost a bit rusty.
Welbeck, is he going to beat him there? Czech has to come screaming out. And this game's starting to open up now. Verysutton with a gilt-edged chance, if anything. It's a cracking little dink over the top. Look at the run. A little bit more pace on him, and he might get there. If that's Aubameyang on that chance, that could be 1-0, to be honest. Yeah, well, the thing is, you know, with momentum in a game, of course, if you do miss chances like Usmakabyle, he'll be, you know, cursing that and trying to overplay and trying to overcompensate and get that goal. And, of course, on the flip side, he could end up conceding on the counter-attack like he almost did then. There you go. This game is very far from being over now.
Usmakabyle, of course, using the 4-4-2 formation, and Verysutton with that 4-3-3, and so far it's been very successful for the man from Hong Kong.
Well, it is going to be Iwobi to whip this one in. Verysutton looking for a goal from the corner, not going to happen. Socrates was lingering. Mkhitaryan will recover it though. A bit of a hard touch, is just about going to slow down the ball to Bellerin, but back to Mkhitaryan we go. Ball across is surely coming well back to Iwobi. Maybe there was one more, but he goes for this shot. Aubameyang on the left is maybe what you wanted to see. But another good opportunity there. Usmakabyle survives again.
Yeah, another good opportunity and another goal in the other game. We've got a second goal for Allisson Black, and it looks like he will be topping the group at the end of the 90 minutes respectively. That's a great start for him, and Usmakabyle already under pressure.
He is under pressure, and Verysutton coming into this game a little bit more now. His attacks have looked better as the game has went on. Hasn't had to defend as much either, and only around 15 minutes or so of time left in game here.
And if you were to pick a winner right now, Chris, you'd have to go with Verysutton, wouldn't you?
It looks more like him, but we know the quality that Usmakabyle does have, and he can do things like this. A fantastic ball through to Aubameyang. Can't quite get there though. The defensive work by Verysutton has been fantastic. His tackles are being well timed, and he has an opportunity to counter-attack here. Welbeck's just gonna try and squeeze it through to Mkhitaryan. Can't quite get it there. Welbeck over the top to Aubameyang, and that is going to be offside.
A real resolute performance from Verysutton, and if you get to this stage now, and for either of these players, and you were to concede in the final 10 minutes, it would be really tough to take in quite a blow in the competition as a whole.
Yeah. You know, if you're Verysutton here and you're holding on potential this draw, looking for the win, it's a massive result for you. We know Usmakabyle could potentially still win this group, even if he does lose or draw this game. We know he has it in his locker, but this would be a big victory for Verysutton. Welbeck now down this right-hand side. Skips past his man as well. Got a couple in the box going towards Aubameyang. It's a big save from Czech again. Is it going to land to Iwobi? Just about getting away is Mkhitaryan. Usmakabyle has been hanging on in this second half. Kalok now getting this ball out to Welbeck, to Aubameyang. Does he go at the other end and score it? Looking for Aubameyang again. It just seems as if that extra pass either isn't there, or they're not going for it. They're going for the pass. So it's seemingly the final third where both these guys just seem to be struggling for that last touch to get it in the back of the net.
Yeah, but you feel that Verysutton is sensing blood here in the remaining 4 minutes or so. If he could grab a goal, this could be huge in the scheme of the PES League 2019. Iwobi can't quite get on the end of the cross. An incredible performance. I know it's only 0-0, Chris, but this is really impressive from the 39-year-old.
Yeah, he's been playing fantastic here. Defended well, and every single time he's counter-attacked, especially in the second half, he has looked dangerous.
He's been thrown right in at the deep end in this first game, but he's looking buoyant right now. Any changes? What would you do here, Chris?
Change you out for maybe Ricky or Harry. I mean, look, the changes do seem to be coming in, and it's seemingly just a stamina thing at this point. Tired legs on the pitch, you want to get them off.
Just a personnel thing?
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily any tactical changes. We did see a couple of the defensive tactics being changed,
if
play
you're
sitting a bit deeper, etc.
If you were Usmakabyle now, would you think I've not quite played to the best of my ability, but a point, you know, a fair result?
It's one of them.
Are you fairly happy?
It's one of them. A point doesn't necessarily put you in too bad of a spot. You win your next 2 games after getting a point, you're through. So let's see. He won't be too worried about it yet, but he might have an opportunity now. Verysutton will get this one away. 2 minutes of added time, and you feel as if this could be the very last chance. Iwobi with the ball, sends it long towards Danny Welbeck, not going to be able to get there. That one is headed back to the keeper. This one is going to end 0-0.
Yeah, that's
Usmakabyle. That's an upset. That's an upset for me. Usmakabyle will be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, that final chance pretty much summed up what we've seen in those 90 minutes, and just waiting for final clarification. But the last time I checked,